I'm gonna be honest, I was a little torn on whether or not I was gonna do this video talking about the tragic sudden passing of Marshawn Nealon. And I thought about it for about 2 to 3 hours. I was like, do I wanna do this? Do I wanna do it? I'm not sure. But then I remember something that I heard not too long ago about some things going on at Disney, which is like not far from here, and how there's been like 3 to 4 people taking their own life at a very, very certain specific part of Disney, right? And this is something my dad told me. There's been this thing going around in Orlando about young kids just, taking their own life. And then my dad even asked me, he was like, are you gonna talk about that? And at the point I wasn't sure, because real ones know how big I am on mental health, and I don't play about that at all. And I was still torn about it. And then I saw some on the news yesterday about this kid basically having I don't know if it was like a friendship or relationship with like AI, and then AI convinced him to take his own life. So I say all this to say, this has just been a very, very disastrous last couple weeks as far as like mental health, people taking their own lives. I mean, I feel like every time I wake up, I'm afraid to see another story. And unfortunately today, woke up, saw another story. And even when the headlines initially came out, when they said he passed away, and there was like no signs of like any like what at that time foul play, I just had a very, very bad feeling. And then I saw people tweeting and talking about it like on threads, on Twitter, things like that. And I just immediately thought the worst. So I say this to say, we all have to do better of checking in on each other, checking on your friends, your family, loved ones. I can be open and honest and say I haven't been the best at doing that lately. And I know I myself got to do a whole lot better with that. I say this to say, it's okay to not be okay, y'all. Seriously. And I just want you all to know, whether I know you or not, I don't know what you're going through. We all have different beliefs and faiths, and I'm a firm believer in, God might not always be there when you want, but he's always on time. And I say this to say that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So no matter what you're going through, you got someone behind you, because all this stuff going on, it's getting sickening in the worst possible way. So for those unfamiliar with mental health, I strongly urge you to do some research on it. It's extremely important. And for those of you that need a hotline, need assistance, there is help. I promise you there's help. One of the numbers actually is on this shirt, 800-273-8255. Again, 800-273-8255. So again, y'all, please check on your friends, take care of your mental health. Much love to you always, and rest in peace, Marshawn.